Here are the top 5 reasons why you should not upgrade to an iPhone 12. Welcome back to another Tech Control video. If this is your first time here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and leave your comments below. Don't forget to share this video with a buddy or two. With the iPhone 12 just recently announced and the iPhone 12 Pro Max right around the corner in November, we thought we'd give you the top 5 reasons why you should not upgrade to an iPhone 12 or iPhone 12 Max. Number 1, let's start with the biggest one here, 5G. They made sure to let us know that this was the biggest feature in this year's phone. As a bonus, at the end of this video, I'll show you how many times they actually said the word 5G, so stick around for that. 5G is still in its infancy. You'd be an early adopter of 5G. Now, that's not to say that other phones don't already have 5G. In fact, the iPhone is maybe trailing by about a year or so, compared to other phones like Android phones that have had 5G for a while now. However, the carriers, they are not that far along when it comes to 5G adoption. They're still rolling out 5G. Verizon just recently rolled out the nanometer wave for 5G on their network, and it's not available in every area just yet. Now, that doesn't mean that it won't get better as time goes on, but from here to then, you might as well wait for next year's model. Not to mention, a lot of these carriers are charging extra for the 5G coverage. So that's something to take into consideration when you're looking at the phone. Also look at the carrier's plan because there might be an increase there as well. Number 2, all the things that we're missing from this year's model. Let's start with the 120 refresh rate that we did not get on this year's model. It's rumored for next year's model. What about USB-C? Well, we didn't get that either, which is odd because their iPads have had it for 3 years now. Touch ID, we don't have an updated version of Touch ID. The newest iPad, I think number 8 now, has Touch ID embedded right in the power button. There were also rumors about Touch ID inside the screen where you could place your thumb or your fingerprint anywhere on the screen and it would read it and recognize it and unlock. That is also missing. So we got bigger screens. That's something positive. Smaller bezels, but what is not smaller is the notch. The funny thing is that Apple introduced this notch. Android and the other competitors copied this and have since evolved, doing things like the punch hole and other things like a pop-out camera just so that there is no notch and it's a full screen display. Apple, however, is still sticking with the notch for at least 1 more year. Speaking of the notch, this is where Face ID comes into play. We did not get Face ID 2.0 or even 1.5 or anything like that. It would have at the very least been nice for them to give us the Face ID functionality that's in the iPad Pro, where you can pretty much hold the device in any orientation and it would unlock. Doesn't seem like we got that this year. On a related note, things that we're missing this time from the box itself. We're not getting an adapter. Some of you are in luck with previous Apple products like the iPad Pro. They did come with the updated adapter, but if you're coming from a much older iPhone or something like that, you still have the old 5-watt adapter and it's USB-A, not even USB-C, which is no good because this year's phone includes a USB-C to Lightning cable. Another notable item that's missing from the box is the earpods. So no longer will you have a wired set of headphones in your ears. Reason number 3 why you should not upgrade to an iPhone 12 is iOS 14. iOS 14 was actually one of the brighter spots of this year's iteration of the iPhone and its operating system. However, you don't actually need an iPhone 12 to use iOS 14. It's compatible with older models, so most likely your phone is compatible. You still get to enjoy all the widgets and hide all those apps on iOS 14. Number 4 is the price. Let's be honest now, for a couple of years, ever since the iPhone X or 10, however you want to call it, the prices have been over $1,000 easily. And with the state of the world the way it is, especially in this country, in the US, maybe you're not in the best position financially to upgrade to the next model and spend $1,000 or more. So this is when you may say to yourself, well, what about last year's model, the iPhone 11? That's a lot cheaper. What if you don't need all those fancy bells and whistles? Well, there's also the iPhone XR and the iPhone SE, older models, less tech in them, but still very decent phones and a great financial alternative. And let's not forget, there's always the competition. You have more budget-friendly alternatives over on the Android side too. You have companies like Google offering the 4A. You have companies like OnePlus with their budget-friendly yet semi-high-end phone line. They're also a viable option as well. Which leads me to number 5, the iPhone 11. What if you have an iPhone 11 or an 11 Pro or an 11 Pro Max? Is this year's upgrades really that much better than last year's phone? If you can live without some of the newer camera features that they announced, then you should be fine to hold out for at least one more year until next year's model that may have all those things that we're missing. Except for the earpods and the adapter, you're definitely not going to get that moving forward. So that was our top 5 reasons why you should not upgrade to an iPhone 12. If you guys think of any other reason why you shouldn't upgrade, let me know in the comments below. Stay tuned for our upcoming video, the other side of this video's coin, which is 5 reasons why you should upgrade to the iPhone 12. As always, you can follow us on our social medias, Twitter, Instagram, @TechControlMedia. Hit us up. Let's talk games. Let's talk tech. Take care.
Today, we're bringing 5G. 5G, 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 5G,
5G, 5G, 5G, 5G, 5G, 5G, 5G, 5G, 5G, 5G, 5G, 5G, 5G, 5G, 5G, 5G, 5G, 5G, 5G, 5G, 5G, 5G, 5G, 5G, 5G.
5G, 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 5G,
5G, 5G, 5G, 5G, 5G, 5G, 5G, 5G, 5G, 5G, 5G, 5G, 5G, 5G, 5G, 5G, 5G,
5G, 5G,
5G, 5G,
5G, 5G, 5G, 5G,
5G, 5G, 5G, 5G, 5G, 5G, 5G,
5G, 5G, 5G.
5G, 5G, and have a great day.